All right. Welcome to another episode of 35 All Grip. I got with me today David Bubier.
Hey, Mom.
Thanks for being here, David.
Yeah.
I got a short introduction for people that might not know who David is. Here we go. David is an OG pastry boy, a pillar and blunt slide enthusiast. He's got video parts with Powell and S1 helmets that will melt your face off. This croissant traveled the world last year and has a pro model board as well. So, first question, why Crescent?
So the pastry boys come from the time period where I worked at Starbucks, and I would bring home all the leftover pastries, and everyone kind of like had their own pastry that they wanted to eat, and I wanted the croissants, and so I'm a Crescent.
Yeah, I wanted to be a Crescent, but you were already one. Honestly, I was
Sorry,
like,
boss.
that's a good one. I also wanted to get into another job you had. If you wanted to elaborate about your experience working as a delivery driver in West Asheville.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I delivered pizzas in West Asheville for a really long time. I still deliver food in West Asheville, but I do all foods now because it's like DoorDash, so it's the same shit, but slightly different. But yeah, saw a lot of crazy stuff. Crackheads love Domino's. That seems to be kind of like one of their spawning points. Like, yeah, like crackheads die and then they just appear at Domino's. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy times there.
Would you like to elaborate on what might have happened with your time at Domino's?
So the two most memorable stories are both like robbery stories. The first one is I was delivering pizzas to an apartment complex, and I pull up, and there's this guy like standing in the parking lot, and he's like, "Oh, right here." And as I'm walking up to him, I realize that I only have one of the 4 pizzas he ordered because I'm like trash at my job, and I left 3 at the store.
Oof.
And I like tell him, I'm like, "Yo, man, like I'm real sorry. Like I forgot most of your order. I'll be right back." And he's like, "That's okay, man. This is gonna be a robbery anyways." And then he like says some cheesy shit like that, and then like has his hand like in his shirt and is acting like he has a gun, but like I can't see anything. And I like give him the pizza, and he's like, "Give me all the money you got." And I like give him the $7 in my pocket, and he's like, "And give me your car keys." And I was like, "No." And he's like, "All right." And then he just ran away. And
You're brave for not coughing up your keys.
yeah, it was I don't know. It was like such a strange situation. I like didn't think he would actually. I don't think he actually had a gun, but
You got a pizza and $7.
I got a pizza and $7, and
Jeez.
when you work at Domino's, you're supposed to have $20 in change on you. And
Yeah, so you can like break it 20 at least.
yeah, so they like asked me at the store. They were like, "You had the 20 on you, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then they gave me $20. So I actually made $13 getting robbed. So that was pretty tight.
Wow, what a come up. You actually got like a $13 tip off that.
Exactly.
So, well, I'm glad you didn't get hurt on that one. You had another incident.
I did have another
Domino's too,
incident.
didn't you?
The more intense one is like I finished closing, or we were in the process of closing. I just took the last delivery. I come back, and the store is like in the process of being robbed, but I don't know it. So I walk in the door, and my boss is just looking all casual at the front, and as soon as I walk in, she like bursts into tears, and this guy comes running from the back with a mask on and like a machete. And he's just like, "Come with me," and he like takes all my shit out and like throws me on the ground, and he's like, "Give me your car keys," and I give him my keys, and he's like, "All right, I'm like, gonna take your car. Like, this is how I'm getting away. I'm taking your car." And I'm like, "Okay, well, can I like come with you? Because like this is my car. I don't care what you're doing. I just like don't want my car to be gone forever." And he's like, he like laughs at me and he's like, fuck no, are you stupid? And like stomps my head into the ground. And then I like blacked out and I like come to a couple minutes later and he's like picking me up and I'm like super confused. And he like carries me into the walk-in cooler or walk-in freezer. And all my other coworkers are already in there. And yeah, he like throws me in there. My boss is in there crying, and he like slams the door and puts something in front of it. There's like no chance we can get out, and everyone just like freaks out in there for about 5 minutes, and then the door opens and there's a cop, and apparently like one of my coworkers was able to call the police, but yeah, like the cop was there and the place was filled with smoke, and he had like shoved a bunch of cardboard boxes in the pizza oven.
Oh my god!
Trying to like burn the place down, and yeah. Then the cop was like, made sure we were all okay, and tried to get me to like write a statement. And I was just, they like had the guy handcuffed, and I was just like screaming at him nonstop. And
understandable, yeah.
And so like I didn't write a statement. I just screamed at the guy that I was like, I don't know, gonna shit in his mouth and stuff. And the cops were like, yo, we're gonna like press charges on you if you don't like chill the fuck out, because like you're being ridiculous right now. And then I was like, well, okay. And they tried to get me to write a statement again, and then they just told me to leave. And so I went home, but I was like fucked up.
Yeah.
He stomped my head into the ground pretty good. I had like a golf ball size knot on it, and yeah, so I was like not in a good state, and none of my other coworkers like got hurt in the situation. So I don't know. I feel like I was.
You took it on the chin for the fucking company.
I don't know.
That day, like, not by
fuck
choice.
Domino's.
Yeah. Was that your last day there, or what?
I worked one more day at Domino's, and I was like getting phone calls from like the local news companies, and they were asking to do a story on it. And I told them I would do it. And after I told them that I would do it, and they were gonna come to Domino's to like do the interview, my boss was super pissed about this and like fired me for saying I'd do an interview with the news, which like didn't make sense, but it was something about like I wasn't supposed to do it because like it was a Domino's situation. I don't know, but I ended up getting fired, and then I still didn't do the news story because I was just like, I don't know, pissed and concussed and not in a good spot. I don't know.
That's like,
fuck Domino's.
Yeah, you should get a check out of that or something.
Yeah, give me a check.
Like, where's my check, Domino's? Anyways, that's just a wild story. Thank you for sharing with us. I wanted to jump into another topic of, you've ridden for a lot of companies.
I have.
Over the days.
I'm unfaithful. Unfaithful.
I got DB Longboards, Cloud Ride Wheels, Remember, Moonshine, Paris, Mighty Swell.
Hell yeah.
And now S1, Powell, and Rocket.
Correct.
Did I miss anything?
No.
All right.
That sounds right.
That's quite a bit.
Unfaithful. What you got, I need it.
What happened with the time, did Cloud Ride Wheels send you wheels in Hawaii?
No.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, they did.
All right. I was just wondering. Connor wanted me to ask you.
I fuck with you, Connor. Lamb.
Are you still sober?
I'm sober from alcohol. I smoke a lot of weed right now, and that's about it. I mean, I do other drugs, but...
How long has it been since you've drank?
It will be 2 years in May. The last time I drank was the first Puerto Rico trip, and I was like not drinking for like 6 months before that, and then just like got blackout drunk the entire time in Puerto Rico, and that was dope. But yeah, now I'm not drinking anymore, and that's also dope. But like I miss drinking a lot.
I mean, it's fun, but yeah, blacking out, being hungover sucks.
Yeah,
Sucks ass. You've been real strong with it though. It's that's really hard to do. I just went like almost 2 weeks.
it's hard.
So,
I mean,
you're saving a lot of money.
I'm saving a lot of money,
and your body is being saved.
my body is deteriorating from other things. But the alcohol definitely wasn't helping. I don't know. I just like jumped into alcohol too hard, too young, and kind of like, I don't know. I just like fucked up a lot being super drunk, and feel like I learned a lot of lessons from it. So now I'm just trying to take a step back until I feel like I'm mature enough to not get blackout drunk all the time.
Yeah. It's funner when you're young, but you're also don't really know exactly how to have fun yet.
Oh yeah, I was bad at it. I was super bad at drinking.
You think you're having fun, but you're just fucking up.
Yeah. Big time.
Well, that's awesome. That's really strong of you. I hope you keep it going.
Thank you. I'm going to try.
I wanted to talk about your stint into motorcycles. You bought a motorcycle.
I bought a motorcycle.
You still got it?
I don't have it. I sold it to Connor. Yeah, I bought a motorcycle. It was $1,000 on Craigslist, and I just kind of like saw it, and it was a automatic motorcycle from the 80s. It's called the Honda Matic, and it just has a low gear and a high gear and no clutch,
which is wild.
super wild. And yeah, it went, like 60 or something like that. But yeah, I bought it, rode it around for a little bit, crashed it in like a really silly way and scared the shit out of myself. I like didn't get hurt at all, but
you laid it down though?
I laid it down on a street by Connor's house, and it was like me, Connor, and James. We were just out riding around, and I just went through a turn too fast, and I know nothing about bikes or how to drive them, and yeah, I fucked up and laid down the bike and like flew over the handlebars. Didn't get hurt at all.
You went OTB?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like it was like a side OTB. It was a weird one. I like laid it down, and then as I'm like sideways on the ground, went over it. It was a weird thing.
Were you wearing shorts? What was your fit?
I think I was wearing pants.
Okay.
But the way I fell, I like wouldn't have gotten any road rash. Yeah. I don't really remember getting super hurt from it though.
Yeah, bikes, you can get super fucked up on a bike.
Scared me a lot.
I don't blame you for selling it. I was stoked. Let me tell you, I was stoked that you went bike life, but I lost a tiny bit of respect that you got an automatic.
Of course.
I just,
it was $1,000. I mean, it was so cool, and I don't know, it was lame but fun.
It was a time in your life.
It was a time, and Connor actually purchased the exact same bike. So Connor and I had the same bike, and then his had a lot of issues. I was just not riding mine, and he ended up selling his to Kenny. Kenny's been working on that one, trying to get it running again, and Connor's been riding the one that I sold to him. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, shout out Connor. He'll ride it to work sometimes.
Yeah, that's what he said he's been doing.
Yeah. Let's talk about your song choices in songs.
Music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. You got With Arms Wide Open.
Great song, Creed.
Yeah, great video. I think it's Raw Dough on there. Classic.
Yeah, I really miss making those videos. Those ones were really fun to make.
Who made that?
I made this video.
You made that?
I made this video. I did all the Raw Dough videos. Yeah, it was, we just like mixed raw runs with music videos. and it was great.
Super sick. I'll post a link to it if you haven't seen it. It's probably like 5 or 6 years old, maybe.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah, incredible. Got another one. You do Darius Rucker, Skates Xibalba. Another great song.
Another great song.
Is your video mixed in with him? Or is there like a picture of him at the end or something?
There's a picture of him at the end.
Okay.
He's good looking.
He is a good looking man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick run, by the way, too.
Thank you.
Maybe like the heaviest Balba run, all stand up. I mean, I don't know.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely
Pretty
one
wild.
of my more proud ones.
Grip the bottom. You grip the bottom right. You like one slid the combo breakers and grip the rights.
Thank you.
Yeah. Pretty heavy, dude. That was pretty wild. Let's see what. Do you still not have social media?
I still have no social media.
How's that?
I mean,
how's life without social media?
It's pretty cool. I feel like I see all the really sick stuff either way because all my friends have social media and everyone's always on their phones. So people show me stuff like, hey, look at this all the time.
I see. So you're getting that residual.
I get residual social media, which is, I actually enjoy it a lot. And I don't, I like residual social media a lot better than actually having it myself. It's really nice.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, it's sick.
That's pretty rad. Do you have a phone? You got a phone?
I have a phone.
Okay. That would be the next step. Just get rid of your phone and be like, yo, I got to make a call.
My dad does not have a phone.
That's awesome.
So
why?
I feel like there's some
why
connection there. He just says something about like he doesn't want to be contactable 24/7. So he doesn't have a phone. Yeah.
All right. I respect that. That's legit. Yeah, maybe you might be there at one point.
Yeah, I could see that as well.
I'll just like have to like get in you have to like find out who you're around to get a hold of you.
Oh yeah, David's over at Connor's house again. Just call their landline.
Yep. Landlines are cheap too.
They are cheap.
You could honestly get a landline. I was thinking about it. We were gonna get a landline in college and just have like call the house.
That's actually a dope idea.
Like call the house.
Yeah.
We'll answer it if we're home. There's another era I wanted to talk about that I thought was pretty epic. It was the nurse tide turner.
Hell
era.
yeah.
I think was there 2 eras?
There's definitely 2 eras. Shout out Jesse Greenberg for nurse tide turners. Also shout out whatever drug front that was for nurse tide turners, because I don't know, someone was definitely laundering money with that, but we ended up with cheap wheels, so turn up.
That was legit. There's like every single set in existence in North Carolina.
Yeah, it was incredible. Incredible.
So, you want to talk about the Pastry Palace a little bit? You want to get into that?
Of course. What about it?
Let's talk.
That's home, baby.
Let's talk when you first moved to Asheville. What kind of happened? Like, what was your journey getting to the Pastry Palace?
Okay, just to be clear here, are we talking about Kilkenny?
11 Kilkenny.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So when I had just turned 18 years old, Tyler lived at Kilkenny. He had just moved to Kilkenny with 2 of his friends that he knew from like the music scene or like festival scene. And they had an open room, and I didn't want to live at my parents' house because I was just like, I had done a semester at the community college and wasn't paying attention in school just because like I was really into skating at the time and was just coming up to Asheville every weekend to skate. And I don't know, I just needed to not go to school and because I wasn't paying attention. So I felt like I should just do what I enjoyed, which is skating. And I'm really glad I made that decision because I've had a lot of fun. So that's been good.
Yeah, imagine if you didn't. What would you be doing?
More drugs. I would be doing
Facts.
more drugs. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you made that decision.
Me too. Extremely.
Um,
Also, yeah, shout out Jade and Keely, for letting me live in y'all's house. I was like an 18-year-old kid. I didn't know anything about anything. They were both on like probation, and I would leave a gravity bong on the front porch when their probation officer was coming by in the morning. So I was like blowing it big time, and y'all didn't hate me. So shout out you guys. I fuck with y'all.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I was doing bad.
I got a new segment I wanted to introduce.
Okay.
It's called Name That Road.
Okay, I like this.
I kind of workshopped this with Anthony's last episode, but
Okay.
I figure I'll do this one. It'll be easier for listeners. So I'm going to describe a road to you and see if you can guess it.
Okay.
I may be throwing you a bone here.
Elk.
No.
Fuck.
I was almost going to do elk, though. All right. Let's see. There is a cow pasture at the top of this run.
Jinkum.
That is correct.
Was there more clues? Like, did it go
There
deeper?
were more clues.
I like this game.
The next one was going to totally give it away. I was going to say there's a semi-truck sometimes parked in the left.
Yeah, okay. I would have got that one.
So, thanks for playing.
That was dope.
Yeah, I was going to try and do like a really hard one, but I was like, this could get a little weird.
Oh, that was a good one. Definitely
Yeah.
keep that a regular thing.
So, yeah, I'm definitely trying to keep that a regular thing.
Good shit.
I was going to do a clue for the guess, but the answer was elk, so we'll just skip out on that one for next episode.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to lead into a guest question. I got a guest question from Tyler Hunt. So here goes.
Hey, Dan. This is Tyler, a.k.a. Mama, a.k.a. Killer Cake Pops. Heard you have David on the chat this week. And just had a little question, or maybe he could fill us in on Mason McNay and Pasala Wang in the early days of Atlanta skateboarding. All right. I hope y'all have a great interview. Talk soon.
Would you like to elaborate?
ATO hoes, don't say it. Y'all acting like y'all ain't never been Atlanta folk got now. So Mason McNay and Pasala Wang were two of the people that were my age now when I was like 15. So they're probably, 35 now or something like this. But they both rode for Jotty skateboards, and they were like the local longboard crew. They were like the guys that went to mountains, and Mason like held the slide jams and stuff. There was a big scene in Georgia once upon a time, and Mason and Pasala were definitely like at the forefront of this Georgia scene, and it was kind of like a weird feeling scene because they definitely didn't want a lot of people like skating the mountain roads, and so I kind of always felt some type of way towards them because they were pretty explicitly like, no, you can't come skate the runs with us. And
Lame.
That's super not how I have been because of this. And because that's not how I've been or any of my friends have been, I feel like the scene in Asheville specifically has grown exponentially. So shout out to Mason McNay and Pasala Wang for teaching me to not be shitty, because now we have what we have.
Hell yeah. I wanted to get in while we're on this topic. Want to talk about your leg halo. I think it was from this same era.
Yeah, definitely. That's probably part of the reason they didn't want me in the mountains, is because, that kook hit a car. But yeah, I hit a car when I was 15 years old. Broke both bones in my lower leg, and the break was like so bad that they couldn't put a rod through it because it would like shatter the growth plate or something like that. So they put this halo thing on it that had like a bunch of pins going into my leg. And yeah, it was super gross. But the doctor like said that I could skate with it on or like do whatever with it on because it was locked in place by all the pins, and having pressure on it is just going to promote bone growth. So I skated on it, and it was super painful, but it wasn't bad for it. And yeah, it was kind of... I'm stoked that I skated on it because I was like so sad from not skating and shit. Like I truly needed to do something.
You just have this like bionic like thing around your leg. And you're just skating. Do you eat shit with it wearing it? Ever?
I never fell with it. That would have been really bad. But there's like photos, and my dad has, old videos of me skating with it on.
Connor was saying you threw like a skate event or like a slide jam or something when you had that leg halo.
That sounds right. Yeah. I don't remember specifically if there was a slide jam when I had it on. Oh, King of Kona was right when I had it taken off. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe there wasn't.
You went to Kona?
I went to Kona.
How was that?
It was awesome.
No kidding.
Yeah. I met Will Royce there, and he doesn't remember it, but I do. He sold me some gull wing trucks.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was tight, I helped Will eat, so that was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he gave me some cheap trucks. They were 2 different colors. It was badass.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're a van life guy these days.
I mean, kinda.
How's it been?
It's been sick. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done anything to my van to make it like homey and like extra livable. It's just kind of has like my bed and all my shit in it, and
Gets the job done.
it gets the job done. I never spend any time in it, like
You're just out like working or skating or doing whatever.
working, skating, hanging with the gang.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You got plans this year? You going out of town?
Yeah, I'm going out of town.
Where are you going?
So, the next stop is Colombia. I was planning to go to the Philippines for the events coming up this month, but plans just weren't really working out. Chase and I were being real lazy about it, so it just kind of seemed like it wasn't happening. But then I went to the dentist, and the dentist told me that my teeth are fucked up. I need like $10K in work, so instead of doing it here, I'm going to go to Colombia. And yeah, so I'll make a skate trip and dentist trip out of that, I guess.
What's going to be the cost of your dental down there, do you estimate?
I think it's going to be around $1,000. Some people seem to think like 500. Some people seem to think like 2,000.
Okay, so
But
significantly.
I think at the very most it'll be 1/5 of the cost.
Oh my gosh. And you get a skate trip out of it. You might want to plan it to be at the end of the trip. I don't know. Or
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you might be bummed like skating with like. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want open holes in my mouth. I got to do cocaine.
Yeah.
I'm going to Colombia. I got to do cocaine.
Does it help or hurt you skating?
Cocaine?
Yeah.
I don't know. Neither, maybe.
Neutral.
Yeah. It's definitely fun. Yeah, it helps. Why not? Sure. Yeah. Fuck it. It helps. Cocaine helps skating. Do cocaine.
Does mushrooms help skating?
Mushrooms definitely help skating. Yeah, psychedelics help skating for sure. I don't know if I've told you about this idea I have. It's mic'd up drug reviews.
Oh, no, I haven't heard this.
Okay, so it's like, you remember this? There's this guy that used to do wheel reviews where he would he skated the same hill every time, and he would talk about the wheels as he was going down the hill. So my idea is like that, but drugs. So you eat mushrooms 2 hours before skating, and then you go skating and you talk about what it's like to skate while you're tripping on mushrooms skating elk.
So you don't talk about the wheels. You just talk about how you're feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you're standing at the top of Elk, you rip a fat mole and
Definitely.
then you go down the hill and you talk about it. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know if you ever want to do that. I don't have a lapel. You probably want a lapel mic for that. I have a microphone you might be able to use. Shit, we might be able to use this actually right here. Just don't fall.
It might be more fun if I'm holding the microphone.
Yeah. You just put this whole thing in your back pocket.
Bolts.
Yeah, I'll help you out with that if you ever want to do that.
I'm glad I have the gang to support me.
So I want to get into a few. You got a couple accolades, or more than a few. I would describe you as the king of can, because you first place can time trial.
Yeah, thanks.
First place can judge ride, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I was there for I can't remember what the slide you did that I think won it for you, but you were twirling down the road a lot. I think there was a blunt slide involved. I think it was wet.
It was wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How were those events for you?
Can is dope, man. I miss Can, We'd be acting like Can is dead, but like we just don't go out there. The gate's closed now. You can get into it. Remove the bolt on the right-hand side gate. That's how you get into Can. There's houses there now. Nobody lives there, but it's still just as good. There's a crack in the first right, but it's still sick.
Yeah, it's fine. Slide right over it. No problem.
Nah, you got to avoid it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you like can't do the first right full speed anymore.
Oh, no. I haven't been there in a while.
But shout out Can. I love Can. Roads like that are the reason that Asheville is so special. So,
dude, I miss going there too.
Exactly, right?
I just got a bunch of wheels that are
perfect.
Yeah, they're not good. They're not good enough for Elk anymore, but they got life left. And I'm like, I just need to go to Can.
Yeah, boxes and boxes of Can wheels.
Yeah, you smoked it on the judge ride. You said you were gonna beat me by 3 seconds, and you damn near did. It was like 2 point something.
Just to be clear, I cheated at the judge ride. I don't know how I cheated, but everyone says I cheated, and I back everyone, so I cheated. I'm not sure how, but I did.
I don't know, man. Maybe there could have been timing issues. We're not sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, this is the king of Can.
Thank you.
Among other
that
things.
means a lot. That means a lot. I will take that one.
Yeah. You had back in the day, you kind of went through like a street deck kind of downhill phase where you're just skating like TKPs. What was up with that? You were like skating everything like that back in the day.
Yeah, so there was a summer where we were just like smashing 40s of Miller High Life and skating like a lot of shitty roads, and I was just skating all these really shitty roads on that like dissonant kind of like pool shaped board. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, I really, really liked it. It was super fun. It was super not stable. I ate shit a lot. I eventually stopped doing it because I was eating shit so much, but it was really sick. A lot of the homies right now are riding double kicks and like the new Powell Dragon wheels, and I just haven't gone out with everyone yet because I'm kind of afraid because like
yeah.
I ate a lot of shit doing that stuff, and yeah, I'm scared. But
I got a video you. I'll have to post it whenever this episode comes out. I think it's at the wall where you're like, I'm just like in the passenger seat, or I think I'm driving, and
is this when my wallet blows up?
Your wallet blows up, and
God.
it's like Sonic the Hedgehog. There's like keys and like cash and shit going everywhere.
Yeah, like I lose all the coins.
Everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually, that fall is like, if I were to think of why I stopped doing it, that fall is the reason.
That road is fucking gnarly. You were bombing that like the bottom straight where it starts getting all like crusty, and there's like that bottom left, and you bombed all the way into it. I was like, is he gonna slide? Oh my God, he's not gonna slide. Oh, toe sag. Oh no, he high sided.
Yeah.
I'll post that up for the for the listeners. I think I got it on my iPhone somewhere. Yeah, I got a couple video deep cuts. You got a lot of sick videos that came out recently.
Thank you.
Just look on the internet, go on Powell or S1 Helmets. He's got multiple bangers. But I wanted to bring it back a little bit to a few videos that I think are very special.
All right, let's hear it.
So your DB longboards, Vesuvius, I think it's called West Virginia Raw Run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rewatched that, and wow, David doing hands down slides is crazy.
Yeah. It just doesn't feel as safe.
Dude, you're hauling so much ass down that road.
Dude, I really miss Vesuvius. Shout out to Steven Smith for showing us all that spot.
Shout out, Steven.
Yeah, we love you, Steven. Miss you a lot, man. But yeah, that was a really, really cool place. The Door Twins went back there within the last year, and they said the pavement's just eaten to shit. But
It's got to be bad.
But Benny rode the trike down it, and he said that was dope.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But
Great trike. Oh, my gosh. Great trike road.
Great trike road, for sure.
Like,
But Vesuvius is, I mean, that road was insane. Parts of it were like falling off of the mountain. One of the gnarliest roads I've ever skated by a lot.
I think it's a sleeper road for when people talk about what's the gnarliest road. And I'm like,
Vesuvius. It's one of the gnarliest roads.
Like it's a deep cut, but it exists.
Go skate Little Pine Preserve in Marshall, North Carolina. That is the address.
I'm going to just leave that in probably.
Yeah, you should.
So, yeah, there you go.
No one leaves town anyways.
See all the things you learn when you listen to 35 All Grown? Like, you can go there instead of Elk.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes, maybe.
Now you're just like enticing people. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I got another story I was thinking of that happened back in the day. I think I was at work when this happened, but I met y'all at, I think it was Paradise, and everyone was looking pretty roughed up. Do you want to talk about the time the Pillars got in a fist fight at the top of Reynolds?
Yo, this shit is gas, dude. Yeah, so I want to start the story with Four Locos were never allowed in Kilkenny because the day before we all moved into Kilkenny, we're driving up Reynolds. It's me, Tyler, Philip, and Rick, the four people that are about to move in together.
Live with each other?
And Tyler and I think one other person smashed Four Locos on the way up the hill. And by the top, like, I don't even remember how it started, but like Tyler's ready to fight someone. Rick's ready to fight Tyler because Tyler's ready to fight. I don't know what's going on, but like, yeah, we all got out of the top of the hill, or got out of the car at the top of the hill, and I don't think anyone like connected punches, but everyone just kind of like squared up and looked all crazy, and maybe like some shoving went down, but yeah, there was like almost a fist fight between all of us at the top of Reynolds, and then we worked it out, skated down the hill, and then moved into a house together for like the next 2 years or some shit, maybe 3 years.
That's so wild. Y'all had like a little shakedown before you moved in. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone seemed like they were friends after it. You were like, we
were
all just got in
definitely
a
all
fight,
friends.
but we're still friends.
Guaranteed.
Didn't like Phil hit a car or something? Too?
Yeah, I want to say that Philip hit a car that run as we skated down, like in the left intersection.
Just, oh my gosh.
Didn't get hurt, but like, I mean, we ugly. We real ugly.
I just I'd gotten off work and everyone like y'all were like, I think it must have been at Elk or something. That sounds about right. It's like, yeah, we just got in a huge fight, but we're friends again. Y'all were like roughed up. I feel like Tyler. I feel like he might have got a connector or connected with Rick, or I can't remember. One
Yeah,
of the two.
so that totally could have happened. My brain is pretty mushy, but so I don't remember exactly what happened. But there was a fight. Punches might have been landed, but yeah.
That's when I was like, man, I had just moved to Asheville at the time, and I was like, man, this new scene goes hard. Like these dudes that are wild. I
Yeah.
fuck with y'all.
Yeah, we had no idea what we were doing. None of us know what we're doing to this day. It just somehow worked out, I guess.
It really did.
Yeah.
And yeah, epic times.
It really were epic times. Living at Kilkenny with Tyler and Phil and Rick was a really, really sick time in my life, and I'm sure in all of their lives as well, because it was just such a perfect household for us to explore so many roads and find so many new spots and house so many guests, because we all knew so many different people, and it was just a really, really good time.
It truly was a perfect house. Like you could house so many people, and you really did. I mean, that time period, y'all hosted a shitload of people and really made a lot of memories for a lot of people.
Yeah, I have that house to thank for most of the connections that I've made and most of the friends that I've made, in life and in longboarding. And shout out Kilkenny. Kilkenny was...
Shout out 11 Kilkenny.
If anyone really rich is listening to this, buy Kilkenny and give it to me. Thanks.
It needs to have like a sign out front, like this is a historical landmark.
Yeah, for sure.
Didn't you go back recently to 11 Kilkenny? I saw something.
Yeah, over the summer, Kayvon and I went back to Kilkenny with just the intent to like do a little interview on the porch for Kayvon's video.
Shout out Kayvon.
Shout out Kayvon. And we went back there. The people were super cool about it. I told him like, yo, I used to live here with a bunch of skaters. Like, it was a crazy house. Do you mind if we, like, film something on the front porch? And he was like, oh, yeah, man. Like, I've heard that this shit used to be a skate house. Like, yeah, no worries. Go do your thing.
So they had knowledge.
They had knowledge that it used to be a skate house. And, yeah, we filmed it. And I want to apologize to Tyler and Richard and Philip on camera for not involving everyone in this. I just wasn't thinking of it at the time, and I understand why that could be hurtful that I didn't include you guys, so I apologize, and I love y'all.
That was really nice of you. I'm excited to see that what Kayvon's cooking up from last year. Looks like a pretty sick project.
Yeah, it'll be pretty interesting. I hope I don't look fucking crazy in this shit, because, like, I don't know, we talk about a lot of stuff. I, like, cry a couple times. There's like a lot of stuff in it, so we'll see. It'll be dope.
Looking forward to it, for sure. Well, I wanted to see if you wanted to talk about your experience with DMT. We're gonna go Joe Rogan for a second.
DMT is a sick drug. Most drugs are sick drugs. Do drugs. But yeah, DMT is like a really strong psychedelic. It can come from a lot of things, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I had a pretty intense DMT phase a couple of years ago, where not necessarily like I was doing it a ton, but I would just like had some. So like I was, telling our friends like, yo, if you guys like want to try this, like I have some, you guys can do it. And So a ton of our friends tried it, and it was really sick. And most people had a good time. We watched some people have a really bad time.
Oh dear.
Sometimes it goes like that. But yeah, all the experiences I've had with DMT were really, really incredible. Super overwhelming, but that's definitely part of that drug. And
do you think it's performance enhancing? I feel like your switch toes really started coming around afterwards.
No.
All right, I wanted to get into filming with Teambrokeoff back in the day. Just, I guess we could kind of do like a highlights thing per se. You filmed quite a few crazy roads. One of them, just like a totally random road that I've never been to. What's up with Mr. T?
Super random road. You want this?
I'm good for now, thanks.
Okay. Super random road. It's on the border of North Carolina and South Carolina. I only ever went there one time with Philip and Matt and Kevin. And we filmed this like side road that went down to a cul-de-sac a couple times. It was super gnarly, super steep, and like there was turns, but it was mostly just like straight and blasty. And then there was like a side or the main run out, which was crazy as hell. We only skated that one time, and Matt filmed Philip, and Matt hit Philip, I think. Maybe not.
Oh, dear.
I don't know. There's like a video or something, and like I think in the video, like the camera touches him, and Philip like doesn't fall or anything. I just remember the clip like looks crazy and definitely looks like he hits him, but I don't know if he does. I'm sorry if that bothers you, Matt. I fuck with you. That wasn't my intention.
I fuck with y'all. Shout out Matt McKeon.
Also, all those follow runs from that day were filmed in my mom's Prius.
Okay. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. But yeah, that little Prius went hard.
Oh man, like filming in like your mom's or like someone else's cars. That's just amazing.
Possibly the most disrespectful thing you can do.
Can I borrow your car for the day?
And I'm not saying that in like a gloating way. Like I'm genuinely sorry, Mom. My mom always says to me stuff like, "Oh, like I can barely get up that hill in my little car." And I'm like, "Mom, you have no clue what we did to your car back in the day. Like, you let me take your car on skate trips to Asheville. That's crazy." I think about that now and I'm like, yo, she has no clue.
Oh my gosh. No, she doesn't.
There's like 3 people on the hood of her Prius going up CAD.
Poor car. It's just all motor. Everything it has. Speaking of can, there's another video I wanted to bring up. Teambrokeoff video. The no helmet, no gloves on the double kick video. Incredible. I think that's one of like the sickest videos of all time.
You know, when I look at that video, I'm like, God, this is terrible. Like this is super cringy. But I'm going to remember that video for my entire life, and I'm really glad that that went down the way it did. I got a lot of hate for that, and that hate showed me who the real ones were. So shout out to y'all phony lames for voicing your opinion and letting me know that you're phony lames.
Did you get a concussion that day?
Yes. There's a clip going into a left where I try to do a check slide, and I just hook up and like go to do a 180 the other direction so I don't eat shit, and then as I'm doing the 180 I just slide right into Matt, and I hit my tooth on his forehead, and we both got concussed from it. We were both like, I like hit like the side of my teeth on the top of his head. We both. Yeah, so wear a helmet when you're filming, because your friends suck.
Wasn't your fault.
It was my fault.
What are some highlights? Like, I guess, like, did you have any like run-ins with locals or anything filming that kind of come to mind?
There was so many run-ins, and I actually mean this. We've had so many run-ins with angry locals and homeowners in that time period that they truly all blend together.
Yeah.
And when I think of that, I just remember countless faces in so many different locations saying the same thing over and over again that it's almost like deja vu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know that guy that appears all the time and he's like, yo, I used to skateboard something, 2x4, blah, blah, roller skates. And it's like the same story every time.
Yeah, the same guy. Yeah, same story every time.
Yeah, and it like kind of freaks you out because you're like, where the fuck do you keep coming from?
Yeah.
It was like that, but angry.
It's, what's the one I've heard a lot? It's like someone tries to run you over and then they say, someone's going to get killed.
Yeah, I love that.
And you're like,
Yeah.
I was totally doing fine until you tried to kill me.
Yeah. Oh, man. There is so many gnarly run-ins. Yeah. People hate skateboarders, and I understand why. We're up in y'all's shit, and we're not supposed to be there, so...
Yeah, I mean, I'm like...
Sorry,
I mean, at this point, I get it. Like, you know, I know I'm not supposed to be there. It's really like, I can see why people get pissed when you see a follow car too.
Oh yeah.
That's like, but like, it's like, we gotta film these fucking roads. Like, it's gotta be done. So someone's gotta do it. But yeah, that being said, I'm still not sympathizing with anyone that tries to like run you over.
Yeah. And then there's like, you know, like the dude punched Matt in the face at Vegas, and like there's just like crazy extents that people will go to tell you that they don't want you on their land, and or not even their land, just their neighborhood. And I don't know, it's crazy.
If you don't like us in your neighborhood, we can be bought.
Yeah,
for a price.
You can pay us to not come.
You can pay us.
Our friends will still come, but we personally will not.
I'm willing to sign an agreement with payment, and you'll never see me again. But, you know, let's talk.
Also, if you're rich, pay for my teeth. Damn.
This man's needs some new teeth.
Someone buy me some teeth.
So, I got another segment I wanted to get into here. It's called Pick a Card. Let me shuffle these up a little bit. This isn't a full deck of cards. This is just a euchre deck. So I couldn't come up with that many questions off the rip.
I don't know what the word euchre means, but Dan kind of explained this. And euchre.
Right. Pick a card. He's going through the deck. He picked through from the middle of the deck. All right, let's reveal the card.
Do you see the card?
No, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
No, I need to see the card.
Oh.
Okay, he's got a king. Hold it up to the camera. All right, what I put down for king? Okay, king. Why do you still slide the left at dump truck? That was from Rick.
I knew that was from Rick. The sack.
Why?
Can I pick another card?
You can pick another card if you want. You really want to? You can pick another one.
All right. The reason I slide the left at dump truck is because you have to slide the left. If everyone listening to this, if Richard tells you you don't have to slide the left, tell him he's wrong. Try to talk him out of doing it because he's serious.
Don't do it.
He's trying to do it. You can't do this. And we're talk Rick out of it. You don't grip the left. It's not a grip turn. You're going to the hospital. Don't try it.
We need to talk Rick off the edge here. Don't try and grip the left.
Don't jump. It's not worth it.
Let's do another card. Pull another card. All right. What do we got?
Jack of clubs.
Jack of clubs. Jack, we got. All right. Most hungover you've ever been.
Oh, Soldiers of Downhill. Soldiers of Downhill. I don't remember the year, but it was the year that Ed went to Kentucky before Soldiers because he got a whole bunch of bourbon and he was singing Kentucky Bourbon the whole time. And we were just drinking whiskey all day. And yeah, I woke up, like throwing up everything in my stomach. I threw up like a bunch of stomach acid. And then I was like wandering around the campsite trying to find water. I found a gallon. It was Tyler and Kelly's. I like drank most of it. And then they were like, yo, is that our gallon? And I was like, fuck, it's y'all's gallon. I'm sorry, but like I'm fucked up. And then I gave them the gallon back and I was in bad shape.
I think one of my most hungover times are at Soldiers, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a good place to be hungover, that elementary school field.
Yeah. Like you wake up in your tent and it like there's like freezing rain the night before and you like didn't really have a blanket. Oh, that was me. Don't really have a blanket. Wake up. You're just like done. The horns start going off at like 7 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blaring. Yeah, that's like the worst hungover ever.
Yeah. Oh, Soldiers. Everyone go to Soldiers. New people are hosting it next year, but it's still going to be sick. Go to Soldiers.
I wanted to talk about a time when you were younger too.
Uh-oh.
Tyler told me about something that he wanted me to maybe bring up. Did you ever dabble in like research chemicals or anything when you were a kid?
Yeah, I've done a lot of drugs, yo. Yeah.
Something about like a mail truck or something.
Oh, yeah, that's a different story. Yeah, there was a time that I ate like 60 triple C's, and if you guys don't know what triple C's is, it's like cough medicine pills, kind of. I don't know. Look it up. Don't do it.
Is it like robo tripping kind of?
Yeah, same shit, pretty much.
Okay.
But I ate like hell of these things, and I like got in a fight with my mom and like tried to push her over, but like when I tried to push her over, I didn't even touch her. Like I just fell over, and then I like ran out the house and had my skateboard, and I remember like throwing my board down and like just missing it completely. Like I couldn't get on it. I was so fucked up. And then I like don't remember a lot. And then I like came to holding onto the back of a UPS truck, like on the handle. And I had cargo shorts on, and there was a gravity bong in like the cargo short part. It was bad.
How? How?
And he was like, the driver was pulling into like a McDonald's or something, and he was like coming up to me and yelling at me, but my life was in like super slow motion. So I just imagine I'm like standing there like not moving at all, and he's like really trying to get me to move. And eventually I probably just like, like snap out of it and just like throw my board down and skate off.
Amazing. How old were you? How old were you? Was this recently? Was this last year?
I was probably 16 years old,
Okay.
15 years old.
You're like, oh, that was winter break last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. Robo tripping's kind of fun though. Don't do it though.
Nah, don't do that
don't
shit.
do it.
Do
Don't do
better
it.
drugs.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't do drugs, just like do sicker drugs. That shit's lame.
Yeah. I think it's like really bad for your organs too.
Oh, for sure.
Like can't be good at all.
Hell yeah, we're talking about robo tripping.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, I wanted to switch gears a little bit. We haven't talked about Billy yet. Wanted to kind of give him a shout out and talk about who Billy was, and if you wanted to kind of get into what happened, if you feel comfortable.
Yeah, of course. So Billy Meek is a skater from Georgia, skater among many other things from Georgia. We met him, we being me, Tyler, Connor, probably there was a bunch of people there this day, but we were skating a hill in northwest Georgia called Felony, and Billy was there to climb at the bottom, and he like pulled up and like drove back and forth a couple times, and eventually we talked to him, and he was like, yo, like I skate too, and he hopped out like with his helmet and shit, or with no helmet at first, and we like talked to him about not having a helmet. But yeah, so basically Billy's a skater from Georgia. We got to know him really well, really quickly. At the time, there was not a lot of people skating in Asheville. It was mostly me, Tyler, Rick, Phil, and Billy was coming up every weekend. But yeah, Billy was a really good guy. Most people listening know this, but he lost his life skating. Super crazy. Sometimes it just happens, you know. And I know we always say that, but like, you know, Billy was good at skating, and sometimes it really does just happen. So, you know, be careful, and tell your friends you love them. Dan, I love you.
Love you too, David.
Yeah, I don't know. Shit's really bad. I feel super bad for Billy's family still. Can't be easy.
It's just unfortunate, you know?
Super unfortunate. Yeah.
It really could have been any of us, honestly.
It could have been any of us. And the gist of the situation, his fall that he passed away in was he went into a corner and we were bombing really fast, and he just like kind of got a weird wobble before the slide that like ejected him in a way that was like super uncontrollable, and he went full speed into a tree without slowing down at all, and yeah, passed away. So yeah, fucking be careful, guys. Skating's gnarly. There was 7 of us there that day, and you know, it was super hard for everyone. Everyone took it really differently. Most of the people that were there continued to skate and remained really close, and I think that actually held a lot of us together because, you know, we had each other for support. But yeah, Billy, I love you. Hugh, we love you. That's Billy's dad. He's super sick. Go skate Penners. Penners is sick. That's the road that Billy passed away on. Even if you don't know him, he'd be stoked if you went and skated there. So go get a run in and say that it's for Billy.
Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
Send it for Billy.
Send it for Billy. Yeah.
Yeah, just, you know, we do a pretty wild thing we do for fun, and things can happen. So we just gotta definitely keep that in mind still. Yeah, we're not invincible. So
no one is invincible, and just be safe. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Slide that grip turn. Do whatever you do. Just be safe. Skating tomorrow is way cooler than whatever the fuck you can do today. I promise.
No doubt. No doubt. All right. Well, we're going to change it up. I got another guest question here. So I'm going to fire away.
Hey, Dan. It's Tyler again. Just wanted to send another one out to David. Would like to hear the story about him getting sold dog turd as wax and what that tasted like when he smoked it. Anyway, hope the interview's going well. Y'all have a good one. See y'all at the bottom.
You got some attitude. Yeah,
That's dope.
You got like it was like a blunt cut or something.
Yeah, I smoked shit before. One of my better friends growing up at one point sold me some hash that was actually frozen dog poop.
That's fucked up.
And I had smoked it and I didn't get high. It didn't taste like poop because, I don't know, something about smoking it, lighting it on fire probably changes, like... I couldn't tell it was
chemical
poop.
change.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was poop. I'm sorry.
Didn't get you high?
Didn't get me high.
Damn. That's a bummer. What a fucking asshole.
He was an asshole.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, he was still one of my best friends growing up, though. One of the guys that not even one of the guys, the guy that I skated with the most around our neighborhood and stuff. His name was Sam. Unfortunately, he also passed away a few years ago. And so, super shitty story, and I still think it's hilarious, but when I remember it in kind of like a fuck you, bittersweet, like fuck you, you asshole kind of way. Just, I don't know. I still love this guy. It's such a weird... I smoke poop and I love you.
Have you ever done Jenkum?
No.
All right. I wonder if it's like smoking poop.
It's probably like the same, but better.
You might get high.
I mean, Jenkum's like, if smoking poop got you high, people would probably be telling you to smoke poop. So like, Jenkum definitely works.
Yeah, it definitely works.
Because people are
on
telling
that.
you to do it.
Yeah, with that knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're getting into some deep philosophical shit on
we,
this episode
yeah.
today. Oh man. All right, what do we got left? I think it's a good time. I wanted to do a little gear spotlight. David's got a pro model board out with rocket boards. Here, let me grab this board real quick. Oh shit. All right.
Longboard.
Here it is. You want to tell the people about your setup?
This is my longboard. I'm gonna tell you how it is. I designed this based off the Daisy and the Byron. I took all the specs and I put the averages of them together, and this is the board that comes from that. Yeah.
It's a good ass board. I have one.
It's tight. It's really big. Yeah, shout out Rocket. I really, really like this board.
Shout out Rocket Longboards.
This thing is dope. Y'all should buy it if you like doing big slides. Or just buy it because you try to help with my teeth. Or just send me some money for my teeth. Yo.
We'll post his Venmo in the bio.
I ride Era trucks.
Those K4?
These are K4s. They're 46s because they don't make the 50s anymore. 50 trucks are the best trucks ever. They grip the best. No question. Just fucking get that. They're the best.
Gotta get back to 50.
Gotta get back to 50. Yeah. And yeah, shout out Rocket and shout out Kevin at Era and Powell. And yeah, this is my board.
Where can you buy your board? Do you know where it's available?
I think you can buy it at most like main longboard shops, like, you know.
I think I got mine from like
Mirror.
the Motion Mirror conglomerate.
Nice. Dude, I always forget
I think
that
it's
they're
the same company.
Yeah, I
always
always forget that it's one company now. But I'm gonna put my board down.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, you can buy it there, or you can get it direct from Rocket. Shout out everyone that helps me. I'm sorry that I'm not good at telling people to buy stuff, but yo, buy that shit. Turn up.
Buy it. Turn up.
Yeah.
Support David. He needs teeth work.
Yeah, give me some bread.
Are you I was talking to Rick. He wanted me to ask you, are you really from Zone 6?
Help.
Are you? No?
Oh.
Yeah, no?
I'm from right next to Zone 6.
All right.
I'm technically not in a zone,
Count it.
so I'm still running around screaming Zone 6 now. Yeah. Rick's from Florida. That's all I got.
Just wanted to ask, just had, just another question on the board. Yeah.
I got questions for Dan now.
You got questions for me?
I only have 3 questions, but
Oh, no. All right, fire away. Fire away.
I gotta remember them. Okay, here we go.
I'm scared.
All right, they're kind of in-depth questions.
Oh, no.
But
I'm not good with these. I'll try.
Okay, this one actually comes from Ben Doer.
Okay.
He gave me this suggestion.
Uh-oh.
So, like, everyone kind of has a moment where they're, like, hooked, you know? I guess, like, a lot of people have that in skating where they're, like, that was the moment where I was like, I'm a skate.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's dope. Do you remember what your, like, moment was where you felt like you were hooked, but for North Carolina? Like, when you lived in Michigan and you were coming here on skate trips, what was the moment where you were like, oh, I'm going to move to Asheville or to North Carolina?
Oh, dude, first moment was first trip because I came down with John Miller and we stayed at Matt Deitch and Jack Trainer's place. And at the time, had no idea Paradise was actually in Asheville. Like, the Kyle K video came out like 6 months before or some shit.
Yeah.
Or like within a year. And it was like West Virginia. And I'm like, that's very plausible. Could absolutely be in West Virginia. And like hit some elk laps. And then I think Matt was like, you want to go to Paradise? And I was like, it's here? Like, how far away? And he's like, it's like right down the road. And I would say pretty much
That's awesome.
going to Dice and not dying. Like, my first trip to North Carolina, I didn't fall.
Yeah, that's
somehow.
unheard of. I went home fucked up.
Because, well, we only hit like no, I definitely fell. I fell, but not like hurt myself. Like, I definitely fell. Definitely ate shit on like the first left on elk, I remember a couple times. Because that shit's off camber, and definitely being from Michigan, didn't know how to really take corners or grab rail. So just like airplane mode, eat shit.
Yeah.
But no, just took a shitload of dice runs like till I couldn't anymore. Like physically, like ODing on runs, like probably 20 plus dice runs.
So that was the first road that you went to.
It was elk and then dice and then turkey
Easy.
and Mount Doom. Kind of random.
I've still never gone to Mount Doom.
We should start going out there. We should start doing like dawn patrols there. Because
We
all
should
you need
start
is one
tucking.
run. We
I
should
don't know
start
how to
tucking.
tuck.
I don't either.
Yeah, like
We need to start going there.
I like straight up don't know how to tuck. Like I am not good at downhill.
I would like to change because we have long ass roads here that are all tucking. Just no one wants to go to them
Correct.
because
Yeah.
slides are funner. But we could change the narrative. We only hit non-slide roads without slides now. One set of wheels all year.
Wow.
Change the narrative. No, I would definitely say dice.
That was the moment for you.
Like, definitely dice, and then had no idea how to get there, but met Madison Crum, and I had visited Boone too, and I was like, Boone is just as sick. And
Yo, this is super unrelated, but this is just a question.
yeah.
Did you meet Tyler at Rage at the Ridge back in the day?
I think so. I can't remember.
I don't know how my brain just went there, but
Yeah, Tyler was at Rage at the Ridge,
yeah,
which is insane. That's such an insane drive.
right.
Like, that is
He went with like
14 hours
he went
at
with
least.
Pasala and I don't know who else, but a bunch of people went from Georgia.
There used to be this pretty lit race in northern Michigan that was no slide road, but I dislocated my shoulder in the left 90 there.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Probably going 28 miles an hour.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Right in front of my parents.
That sucks.
Yeah.
The in front of your parents part. That part really, really sucks.
Yeah. So, yeah. What else you got?
All right. So what is the most important thing about skating hills that no one talks about?
The most important part
Yeah.
is not rotating your wheels at the top.
I really, really fuck with that answer. Yo, and if you do it, quad bang it. Don't change one wheel at a time. I'm sorry. Just undo all your bolts.
It's etiquette.
It's etiquette. This is about speed, okay? Longboarding. Speed.
Yeah. I mean, if you rotate in the car, that's, I mean, I don't know. Like, if you're rotating wheels at elk, I'm going to say something. But, you know, if we're somewhere else, like, I don't know. Back in the day when you're like, no one's going to come in and I'm like trying to like core these perfectly, I'd be like, all right, we can stop every few runs. But we got super durable wheels now. You don't need to rotate.
Super. Okay, so
yeah.
And then the opposite of that question. What is the least important thing in downhill that people are always talking about?
Least important thing in downhill.
That can mean whatever you want.
I would have to say how fast the road is. Like, no one really knows how fast it is.
I respect this answer.
And, like, don't come at me with a number unless you've, like,
Done
hit it with a radar gun or some shit. Because I don't know. I feel like North Carolina does a pretty good job of not speed bragging. I feel like we kind of go the opposite direction. Like, yeah,
it's like 20.
Yeah, like, you know, it's 35 all grip, but it's actually like 52 miles an hour into one of the slides or something. So I will shout out the scene for that. I think most people are, pretty much no one's trying to speed brag, but I think we do need to start bringing the radar gun out and actually getting a gauge of like, how fast is this road actually? Because no one really knows.
I'm down. We'll find out if Jack is actually the fastest skater on the East Coast.
Yeah, he might be. After we get these weights attached to our slalom boards, we'll see what happens. Also,
Easy.
if anyone has a drill, I need some help.
All right, one more question, Dan.
You got another one? Okay.
Tits or ass?
Ass.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I got some questions for you. I'm going to go right back at you.
Okay.
I think this is a good time. I ask everyone these questions. So here we go. Square lip or round lip wheels?
Square lip, they last longer. It doesn't really make a difference. Like, yes, square lip wheels, they last longer. That's pretty much it.
Respect.
Yeah.
Open roads or neighborhoods?
Open roads.
Hell yeah. If you had to pick an all-star lineup of skaters to take out and skate all day, who you taking and where you going?
How many people am I allowed to name?
I mean, it depends.
How many people do most people name?
It depends on. It depends on what you're driving.
Okay, so like, is this like skate day a couple years ago when Will got the 15 passenger?
Oh, I mean,
Because that's like,
let's go if you had your Ram van.
okay, Ram van. Okay, 7 people.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get to name 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yo, this is so hard. Okay, I'm so sorry to everyone that doesn't go into this list.
It's okay. It's
Also, you know what? Nah, fuck it. If I could skate with anyone, it would be Tucker Glasgow, Brendan Brown, Parker Allen, Dreyon Whitner.
your life depends on this next 2.
Anyone else? Oh, God, I'm stupid. Connor. Of fucking course, Connor. And someone else that was skating back in the day and is still skating now in some way. Them. I just want to skate with all my friends from way back in the day. That's what I'm trying to say. Everyone that I used to skate with, I wish you still skated. Please come back.
Come back.
Come back.
Okay, where are you going?
Polis.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of my next questions. What's the best road?
Polis. No question.
That's what I thought. I had a feeling.
I haven't skated everywhere in the world, but that place is pretty sick. You can just ask
I need to go there
for anything. You're hungry? Ask for food. You need weed? Ask for weed. You need some water? There's water. Go to Polis.
Beers?
You can get a beer.
Oh my gosh, I gotta go. I really do need to go.
Yeah.
I want to take Mallory out there. Got to skate too, though.
It's beautiful, man. Everyone should go to Hawaii. Everyone should go to Hawaii, but Hawaii is not for everyone, and I totally understand that. So,
I got another question for you. Best style. Who's got the best style?
Dreyon Whitner. Dreyon
Hell
Whitner.
yeah. Shout out, Dreyon. Who's the GOAT?
Ever?
Who's the GOAT? Ever?
Fuck, man. I don't know.
You gotta pick someone, dude. Come on.
One person.
Who's the greatest of all time? It can be current. I mean, it's your opinion.
Dude. I can't even.
His brain's about to melt.
It's gonna blow. I have no idea. Man. You know what? Fuck it. Garrett.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's what Anthony said too.
Garrett.
Yeah.
That's actually what Anthony said?
He said, I think either Garrett or Kevin. I might have them mixed up.
Garrett or Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the best event to go to that you've been to?
K&K.
K&K?
K&K is the best event.
No kidding.
Dance a lot, skate a lot, get fucked up a lot, get in the sauna.
Hell yeah. I would love to go to that one day.
Yeah, it's dope.
Are you going to be going to that this year? Is it happening even? I don't know if things have really been announced yet.
I'm sure K&K is happening. I don't know if I'll be going to it this year because of my teeth.
Hard. So
we'll see.
You're going to do Columbia for sure, and do you got really anything else planned after that?
No, not so much.
Cool. I might be seeing you this summer then.
Yeah, we might be hanging out a lot. I mean, you're doing all the events in May, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. Yep. I'll be doing Wood Booger for sure. Old Man Jones. We got the Grapevine Outlaw. I think by the time this comes out, it'll already have happened. But
when is that?
I think it's in a couple weeks.
It's this month.
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
Yeah. Definitely got to go to that. Yeah. This kind of made this one a little bit more shorter and sweet. I don't know. We can get into some more stuff, or I don't know if you got any thank yous or any parting words you'd like to say. Anything to kind of put a bow on this, or
I don't know.
thoughts?
Thanks to everyone that I've ever met skating. I don't know. There's been times when I've haven't been stoked on life, and I'm really stoked on life right now, and it's because of everyone that I've met and everyone that's in my life. And yeah, I'm really thankful for skating because of this. Because skating's really cool, but where it's brought me is even cooler. So, thank you, skating.
Hell yeah. Shout out skateboarding. Well, David, I really appreciate you coming over and doing this. To the listeners, thanks for listening. Over and out.
Bye, Mom.
Dude.
Cool.
That was sick.
That was good.
That was fucking sick.
Talking's hard.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think that was like an hour and a half.